Alright, so we're going to be doing a should you summon on this banner consisting of all three kits alongside the skill pages. So we're going to be considering everything. Of course, I had to translate it myself, so it's very rough. We should expect it soon on Pride Win, hopefully. Now, you got to realize for should you summons, it's very much about what your account is. So I'm going to mention alternatives if you don't have these units, obviously. But I think all three units are pretty good. Not as good as last season, I'd say. It does not, this didn't bring, of course, more power creep, but I'd say it's very much flatline. It's definitely like not as bad as like season one, or not like that season one was bad, just that like this is definitely better in my opinion. So let's just go over it and talk about it. So let's just start with Vanessa, I guess, because Vanessa is definitely everyone's fan favorite, right? That's kind of how I'm seeing it. Vanessa is actually very good in my opinion. So let's just go over her kit. Now her skill one is basically, let me move it a bit. Let's move it over here, I guess. So skill one is a 2-turn bleed, and at level 3 she has, it's 110%, but I think at level 1 it's just a 100% multiplier. Yeah, so 100% multiplier level 1 up to 120. 2-turn bleed, basically single target, nothing too crazy, I'd say. Her skill 2 is a pretty insane attack multiplier of 180 at level 4. And I think I could get it up to like, what? How much could I get it up to? I could get it up to 190 for a multiplier. And this puts Blessing of Protection on yourself, where basically, if you block an attack, you heal 8% of your HP back. I mean, I don't think it's crazy. Usually you either get one tapped or you stay alive, right? So, I mean, it's something, right? It is something. Now, the ultimate is what I believe is crazy, because it is an AoE, and has the normal AoE multiplier, unlike Noelle, who had, for some reason, 138, 18% more, where hers is 120. It is an AoE silence, so basically 50% chance to silence everyone. And usually you'll get 2 or 3 off, and what silence does is they can't use their skill 2 or ultimate, or I believe it's skill 2 and ultimate. Let me just check. But usually this will end up helping you a lot. The AoE itself should not do that much damage. Do not expect Noelle type of AoE damage, but it's still going to be doing a lot. Now, if I check what silence does on Yami, it's basically, well, it doesn't really say. Okay, well, then unlucky, I guess. Here it does say, though, that I think it's just skill 2. So you cannot use your skill 2. That's it. I mean, I think total silence is still very good. If you manage to land this off before Noelle attacks, then you're in a good spot. But Noelle has more speed, so it depends. But this will be definitely very good in some cases where you're able to outspeed Noelle, because of the fact that you're going to be able to stop her from using her shield. So I think that Vanessa for that is very good. Now, looking at her passives, her LR passive is that at the beginning of a wave, you could grant a Blessing of Protection to the ally with the lowest speed for 2 turns. I think that's fine. Like, it's going to give him that little bit of healing, but it won't be anything too crazy usually. But it's something. I think it's a bit weird how she's a bit of a support. If this passive was more of an attack one, she'd be crazy. Now, the LR or do passive is going to be basically that depending on the damage reduction that you have, increase damage by X amount. So at the 2 dupes, it's going to be 3, 5, or 10% damage increase. Now, the damage reduction that they're talking about is this. This is the amount that you need. And I have 321, so technically I'm getting the 10%. Now, if you have her at dupe level 5, though, it gets even crazier. That it's going to become it's going to be 8, 15, or 35% damage increase, and she does give herself 30% damage reduction increase. She gives magic attack on each one, and she gives crit, I think that's crit damage. She gives crit rate on both of her last 2. Overall, pretty good. You're going to want to build her with magic attack. Right now, I got 31,000 on her. She still could use physical attack, but I think magic attack is definitely the way. Now, as for her skill page, let's talk. Oh, okay, well, cool. Let's talk about her skill page. That's not skill page. I think this is this. Her skill page, very cool, by the way, is going to be, all it adds is debuff block for 2 turns. And then the passive is 30% or 15 at level 1. Magic attack increase when blocking a hit. So blocking a hit is basically, it's going to say block, and it's going to reduce some of the damage, which is also part of the damage reduction that you build up. It's not going to make her that tanky, honestly, but because DPSs are all squishy. It is what it is, though. That's how I see it, right? It is what it is. Now, the 30% magic attack could be pretty nice, I'd say, but usually won't amount to too much. Overall, or 15 even at level 1. So to me, it's not that crazy. You're better running off different ones that give you a guaranteed magic attack boost like the fauna one or the purple destruction one for 10% though, but it also increased attack guaranteed. So overall, if we discuss for Vanessa, I believe she is not really the best overall. I think she could work very well in PvP, but that's her only use, I'd say. She's not the craziest in PvE content. And I think that she does work better though than the other two DPSs at the moment, being Lich and Raya, because they both kind of need each other for them to really work off well. And if they don't have each other, first of all, like it takes up 2 slots to have both of them, and I think Lich is very good though on his own. Raya, I think she's definitely better than Raya in my eyes, but Lich, I think they're tied honestly for usability. I think that Lich's immortality is as good to me in for Vanessa's silence. I think silence is very good, but not crazy, right? I don't think they're anything too crazy. I think that Vanessa should have been a lot better, right, than she is. But hey, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. I can't really say much more. Now, going on to the next person, let's go for Asta. I think we're going to be able to get the whole kit in. Barely. So, let me... Yeah, okay, we could get the whole kit in. Nice. Alright. Asta. Actually, my favorite out of the 3. I think he's going to be very fun. He has very high defenses, low speed, but every tank I think has 100 speed. Mars, 100 speed, and then if I go down to Veto, 100 speed. Yeah, so it's just 100 speed. Rades 2, I think. Where's Rades? Where's my boy? Where is he? Let me go to defense at least and show you guys. I think you should have 100 speed too. Yeah. So it's just like that. That's how it is. Nothing much to say. His stats, he does seem to have higher defense and HP than Mars. I gave Mars's gear, which is why he has such high CC at the moment. For him being like 0 dupes, obviously 54 is very high, and no talents too. Gotta mention that. Now, as for what he does, skill 1, 100% chance to remove a buff if you level it up, right? If you get it to level 5, 100% chance to remove 1 buff from enemy. You're not really going to be going too crazy over that. Now, skill 2 transfers 1 buff from each ally to you, and then you remove all the buffs. I'd say that's pretty good. To me, that's very nice, honestly, especially when you consider his passives. So, to me, very, very, very cool, right? Okay, no, never mind. And then, so this, honestly, he's not going to be doing crazy damage, right? That's just how it is. So, I don't know. Don't expect the craziest. Now, as for his ultimate, I really like it, honestly. It's very different. It's a single target. All 3 of his are a single target. But what it does is that basically, it's going to be taunting 1 person guaranteed 100% at level 2 at least. And then everyone else 25% chance. If you level it up, it should be going up to 34% chance AoE taunt, and then 100% chance to 1 person that you hit guaranteed. I think the guaranteed hit's very good. If he attacks before Noel, thing is he has very low speed. But if you manage to run a speed build for him and he attacks before Noel, he's going to stop Noel from being able to shield, and then you could just wipe out their team completely. So I think Asta is pretty good. And in terms of his defensive capabilities, it should be around Mars, in my opinion, for his defensive capabilities. Now, as for his passives, first passive, this is the, I think, okay, yes, perfect, that's even better. So, same as Mars, he has the blocks debuffs for all allies for 1 turn. Same thing as Mars, exact same thing, probably the same wording too. And then his dupe passive is 7% damage reduction for 1 turn. And I think that's at max, so let me just make sure. By the way, he gives himself, I think, defense and HP, so he's going to be very good if you want to dupe out. And crit resistance, amazing. So for 1 turn, what is it? For each taunt on the enemy, so I really translated that badly. It's even better than I translated. So basically, for each taunt on the enemy, we receive either 3% damage reduction or 7%, up to 28% damage reduction, which is insane considering he has probably, I think, the highest defense and HP in the game. So he's going to be, or maybe not higher HP than Rades, but very high HP. So he's going to be able to tank very well, especially if you give like either this one, which is defense increase and I think 10% damage reduction, or Mars's skill page, which is amazing. I think both of them are really good. Now, if you do want to go for the skill page, I think honestly, skill page is also just, to me, it's, to me, honestly, one of the only, I'm going to probably choose Asta's skill page out of the 3 because of how crazy it is to me. Now, first of all, you apply immortality to self for 1 turn when you remove debuffs. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then passive, recover 10% of max HP every time a debuff is removed, which you could go up to, I think, like 40-50% HP recovery, so he will not die, in my opinion, when you use this skill. Insane. Very insane. This unit does seem very good. I don't think there's a better red tank than him. I think he's definitely better than SR Asta in my eyes. He should be able to tank very well. So I'd say that if you want to pull for red Asta, go ahead. If you want to pull him in the Gateway of Destiny, go ahead. Now, what you should be using him for is if you don't have red Asta, this SR Asta build, go for him, right? He's definitely amazing in PvP. He's going to be a lot better in my opinion. I think his speed, they have the same speed, but I think that this Asta definitely has higher stats in my opinion. Not in my opinion, just in general. And I think the immortality is going to be crazy when you remove a debuff. I think that getting that immortality is insane to me. You can't really target him. Like, he uses skill 2. He gets immortality, and boom, that's it. Like, he's definitely good against Lotuses too, because he's going to be able to remove the speed debuffs, hopefully, or incapacitate, so making it so that they take less damage. Asta's a very good tank, and I'm very happy with him, and I think that he's definitely worth summoning for if you want him. I could see it being very worth. Just little thing, I want to see this marks. This is just because I'm very curious. I'm not going to edit it out, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have timestamps, so you could just skip ahead if you want, but I just want to see if Marks got the Julius combo. He did not. Unlucky. Okay, anyway, let's go on. Charmy. Charmy is the next one. Let's scroll down completely. Okay, well, I guess this is how it's going to have to be. Okay, well, let's perfectly get it. All right. Charmy time. Where's Charmy? Charmy. All right. So, Charmy is actually very similar to Kohono. So, if you have Kohono, I'd say don't try pulling for her. But Charmy is honestly still very good. Let's talk about it. So, she has triple heal, 2 AoE heals, and then 1 single target heal. So, her skill 1, 12% at max. By the way, all this on the notes, all of them are at max, right? So, just realize that when I say it, max. So, skill 1, 12% continuous recovery for 2 turns to the ally with the lowest HP, and then 45% chance for that ally with the lowest HP to get SP recovery by 1. I'd say that's really good. The SP recovery is nice, and you recover the HP by your HP by 12%, so you could get really high recovery stats, I'd say. You want to max out all 3 of her skills if you do end up using her. She's going to be insane for raid, I think. Definitely the go-to raid unit, in my opinion, because continuous recovery is always better than just one-time recovery, because if you have really high HP, you could heal them twice, right? You could heal them fully twice, so that's how I see it. Now, this is an AoE heal and also removing DLTs, and the heal is going to go up to 10.5% AoE, and she could have, like, what, maybe, I guess, near 100k HP. Maybe if you really push for it, you could probably get near 100k, because right now she has 71k. I could get a lot more on her, and then you could also dupe her out, so you could get near 100k, I'd say. And also you have to consider this too. This does give, I think, 15% HP. So yeah, she's gonna get much higher HP than just 71k, and that's gonna go, the 10.5% could go up to like maybe, well, 10k healing twice, which is very good. In my opinion, I think 10k healing twice could definitely help a lot of DPSs. But the main thing is definitely the ultimate. The ultimate is literally, it's cracked. It's actually like, it hurts my brain how cracked it is. 20% max HP recovery for 2 turns, so maybe like 20k twice HP recovery. But then it also increases defense by 175% for 2 turns. Yes. This is very good. And then it also has 45% chance to increase SP by 1 for everyone. I'd say that overall, she's a very good healer, and I'm very excited to try out. Mainly I don't know what I'm gonna try out, and honestly, we'll have to see. But I'm gonna try some different things, and it's all gonna be good. Now, going for the other things, S2, or no, sorry, the passive, I guess I didn't, it's on the bottom, no wait, I didn't do the passives. Okay, well, I'm going to do them live. So, the LR passive that she has is, I think, 10% HP increase. Very self-explanatory. And then the other one, a bit more tricky. So, basically, at the end of an ally's turn, the person with the lowest HP increases, basically heals 3%, from what I'm understanding. If you, let me get out of translate. If you, so basically, person with lowest HP heals by 3% at the end of the turn. Or wave, I guess. So she increases her HP by like a lot, and then this is 10% instead of 3% afterwards. So overall, pretty good. I think that you don't need her because of how many good blue units there are. Like if we look at it, we've got Lotus, Blue William, Blue Yami, Blue William, Mars really good, Kyoto, Fauna. So there's a lot of people that makes it that you don't need a healer. Like I don't run healers on the blue stages, and I clear just fine because of Mars and Lotus. But if you don't have them, I think that Charmy is very good. Now going on to the skill page, Charmy, it's crazy that I didn't get any skill pages in 200 pulls. So the skill page basically is going to be, as for what it increases in the skill 2, it's going to be applying level 3 crit resistance to all allies, so she's going to be more of a defensive healer, same thing as Kohono. And then the passive, when HP is above 90%, 25% damage reduction. You do not need it. I think you're better off running the one I have on her, which gives her the HP increase. In my opinion, I think that's the best one to run and the only one you should be running, right? In my opinion, right? That's how I see it. You get 15% at level 6, but obviously you could easily dupe it out. So overall, I don't think you need her. Not many reasons to have like more blue units at the moment, especially with Kohono just coming out. So overall, should you summon? Not really. You could probably get like 1 or 2 in like 50 pulls, and then you get the other one through the Gateway of Destiny from what you want. I think Charmy is like good, but not needed. Red Asta is probably the best, and I think that Vanessa could be fun. Obviously, everyone's going to go for Vanessa, so, you know, just have fun with Vanessa. She didn't need to be good, I guess, is what they thought because of who she is. So, yeah, that's basically wrapping up this very long video for whatever reason. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you guys get lucky? Are you guys summoning? I don't think you should summon. I think you should be saving, but, hey, up to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.